Hey, what up? Sloppy here, and this is Life is Feudal, Is It Worth It? Just a quick review of this early access game that's available on Steam. This is a survival MMO crafting sandbox type game, and it's in early access, so it's not complete. So the idea is just to, is it worth picking up at this point, or maybe waiting for some additional polish or features to be added to the game? So first off, the graphics of the game, they're good. They're not the best, but you can see there's good water reflections, good lighting, and the textures are okay. There's not a lot of variety in those, but it's what you're going to find in most games in this genre. So what do you do in the game? So right now, I'm going into the forest here, and I'm clicking on a tree. So there's a lot of different things to do. Most everything involves like a skill grinding type system where you have to just slowly work up skills. So you can see I've got forestry and logging for this tree. And I can start off by picking off a branch or picking bark or getting a sapling. Some just real basic things. And you're going to start off by doing that. And you're going to do that a lot just to try and level up your skills. And that's really what you're going to be doing for quite a while to start off with. It's a long grind. Anything you want to do in this game is not going to be quick. You're really, it's meant to be kind of a slow paced, kind of work your way to getting an end means. And there's kind of a good or bad with that. The good being that when you do get to a certain point, you have a real feeling of accomplishment, but I really have a fear that most people are going to be turned off before they get to that point. It's just, there's not a lot of satisfaction. You can gather, you can just gather right off the floor. You can gather, like here I'm gathering berries. And all of this is going to be used in the crafting system. There's a lot of complexity and there's a lot of depth to it. Alright, so other than crafting, which is I think the biggest part of the game, there is combat. There's PvE combat, PvP combat. PvE combat is essentially animals on the island. There's not a large variety of those. I've seen some rabbits, some moose, some wolves. And I mean, really, it's nothing too exciting there. There are players, the multiplayer servers. You can play on your own, but this is really meant to be for multiplayer. So you can see I've run across someone else. It looks like they're about in the same stage as me. Just some real basic gear that they have. Nothing scary. So there is not voice chat in the game, or voice commands in the game, so you have to do everything through chat, which is not great, or a third-party voice system like Mumble or Vent or TeamSpeak. So I really think that's a necessity for these type of games, that you have voice. Alright, so as far as the graphics and what you do in the game, the other thing is just, is it stable? And that's a big concern in this game right now, because I can play for about a half hour, maybe up to an hour before crashing. And the crashing is, I mean, it's a hard crash. You have to completely close down the game. Sometimes you have to go to your task manager and do, I mean, it's not just a quick, easy get back in the game. You're looking at, depending on your setup, I mean, a couple minutes to 5 minutes just to get back to where you were every time you crash. And that can be a big pain in the ass. And frequently as it's happening, I gotta say that it's really a detractor for me. And I think it's going to be a detractor for most. At this stage in their development, the game is not stable. So be warned that you will have some issues and just staying in the game. And that lag is also somewhat of a factor. It's not been to a point where I haven't been able to play, but You will have some lag, and you'll have some funny occurrences where you just warp around or your actions are delayed. So, and that, I don't know if that's the game or the servers, but it's there. So just be warned also that stability in this game, I think, has got a lot of work. I know that per the last posts from the developers, that's something that they've really focused in on lately. So hopefully that'll improve. But currently, as of the time I'm making this video, I would not consider this to be a stable game. Alright, another thing that I wanted to discuss is the game able to be played by yourself? Do you need a group to play it? Can you play it by yourself? And really to accomplish anything in this game, you're going to have a small group. Whether you do that in-game, making friends, or if you have a guild or a clan that you play with, you're going to have to team up. By yourself, your progress is going to be so slow that you'll feel like you're accomplishing nothing. If you have friends that are playing, you have some teamwork put together, I really think that part of the game can be a lot of fun. Accomplishing just simple things like creating a basic shelter and creating a garden or herding livestock. There's a lot of things in this game that could be a lot of fun, but everything's going to be a huge time investment. Alright, so is it worth it? And I don't think it is. It's not stable at this point. It's got bugs. It's kind of grindy. It's not a ton of fun. I think there's going to be a small number of people that really get into this game at this point. It's going to be tough to hold majority of people's attention, and I don't think it's nearly as far as a lot of other games in its genre. So, hope that helps if you're thinking about picking this up. Thanks for watching.